Hey, welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM, and we're bringing another episode to you. Hopefully, we'll get this Bento Box finished up so we can start on other projects. But I also have another project in the wing. A guy that plays bass at church for us has a problems with his bass, so he asked me if I could check it out, and so I'm throwing this little extra on top of it before my showing of the project of the Bento Box. So let's get going. All right, so here we go. Here's our patient for today. I don't want to bump the headstock, but as you can see, it's a really nice Fender Precision bass 5-string. And he's having trouble with the volume. As you can see, it looks pretty loose. We're going to take it apart. I think it came loose in here, and it's making some noise, and it won't turn all the way because it's loose. So we're going to take that apart. I think I'm going to move it this way. I kind of had it set up. I had it set up this way, but I think it would work better. This is a little trick I did. These are just some old socks, and they got beans in them, so I made my own little bean bags to support the neck. So you set those down, and this is just a Mexican blanket, so we don't mar up the back. And there we go. You can see it good. We'll be working on this guy. You can see it's pretty loose, so we'll take a look at that. And let me get my little screwdriver here. Okay, sometimes these knobs, oh, it's actually it's a Phillips wrench. I had my little flat blade. Hang on just a minute. I got my Phillips. So yeah, so he likes the way this bass sounds, but it's giving a little trouble. We'll see if this fits. It's actually smaller than this. It's smaller than that one. That's a little one. I got another one from a Fender guitar, which is that little guy. We'll see if that guy works. Yeah, sometimes they put screws. Maybe it goes in. Yeah, that's all freaked out, so we're I might just pop the plate off here. Yeah, that's too big. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find something here. Hang on, I gotta find some tools for this thing. Hey, I found one that fit. It was weird, I had a bunch of them, So I was able to get that off. And here's the problem right here. See? This baby was nice and loose. So we'll tighten that up. Got a lot of grease on it actually. We'll get a socket to tighten that up. And get her tight. And while I got it open, I'll plug it in to make sure before I put it all back together, we'll make sure it's not making any noise. So let me get my cord. Okay, I got my cord. So I'll plug her in. I've got a little amp over here. That one we can. Has two volumes, one for that pickup, and one for that pickup. That's my little amp freaking out. So anyways, so yeah, we'll put this back together, and it looks like we got her all fixed. I'll put another tighten on that, and then I'll adjust these so they all line up one way. So yeah, that'll fix the Jesse bass. We'll shine it up a little bit, and it'll be good. All right, so yeah, I got it all working. So these all line up. And it goes completely off. That's the volume for the other one. There's the tone. I might tighten those up too. Nice and quiet. Hmm. All right, there we go. We got it all soldered up again. We got it looking nice and shiny. Obviously, a better connection. It was connected, but sometimes those cold solderers can wiggle. It popped off pretty easy when I heated it up, so we'll get this all put back in here. This one's still sliding a little bit. So we'll put this back together, and that'll fix her. Hey, welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM, and we have another episode of building the Bento Box Uke, which we're almost done. It'll probably, next time I show it, it'll probably be just me playing it, because all I have to do is glue up the box and put the neck on, finish the neck, as you can see back here. So let's get this program going. All right, here we go. I've got our box, and yesterday I fixed Jesse, the bass player for my church. I fixed his bass, so you'll see clips of that. Not sure where I'm going to put it. I'll probably put it after this repair stuff. So, but I filmed that yesterday, so I'll have a different shirt on. I've got my famous one on. But so, like I was saying in the intro, I'm almost done with this. The next time you see it, I'm just taking these clamps off. Taking these clamps off. So there's the clamps off of it. That isn't glued in, but this is all glued in and tough now. So that's all ready to go there. So all we really have to do is glue this guy together like this, with this piece for the strings on here, on there, and he'll glue in there like that. So what I'll do today is I'm going to glue this up, and I got 2 coats. They're really not, it's not very fancy. I got some drips in there, but mostly I got it coated just to protect it. If I was going to make it a nice finish like a fancy guitar, I would have to sand it like crazy, recoat it, sand it, and then buff it out several times. But because it's just kind of a knock around uke with funny wood burning on it, I'm just gonna put more coats of clear on this, maybe 2 coats, like I put 2 coats on here, and call it good. But I won't bore you with just spraying this. So let's get this, and here's the neck. So what I'll do is, let's get some tuners on here. Let's put the tuners on it. I'm going to we'll get this blue tape off, since I got it all basically painted now. The decal's all sealed in there, so that won't wear off. So let's get this off so we can see how she looks. This has got extra spray over from the paint. Yeah, so the final step would be screwing this thing on here and putting this little cleat on there. But we'll get this thing painted or lacquered first, or the clear enamel on it, so more for just a protection coat, so it's just not raw wood. So there's the neck all done, and that'll go right on here. We'll screw that on. There's 2 screws here that go in here on the top. But I want to glue the box together. I don't want to put this on until I spray it. But let's put the tuners on this thing here. We got the little tuners. Sorry about that. I bumped it off. I hope I got it all. But basically, I just took the tape off of this, and I think I grabbed it with my little remote. So we're going to put the tuners on here. And that'll kind of complete the neck. Now when you put these on, you want the gears facing down like this. So when you put them on, these gears facing down there to the box. So we'll put those all on. I got a little screwdriver here. Yeah, you get old, you gotta get the magnifiers to even see closer. But you gotta get all my little screws out. I was saying last week how I was happy with this shot coming in this way. And then when I actually watched my own show, this light here was like too bright, so I got it facing away. And from now on, it's not like I'm overexposed now. So I like the new setup. So it'll pretty much be stable this way. Hopefully the sound is good. I know sometimes it goes lower when I bend my head down because I got to talk toward the microphone. I guess I could put a lapel on. I did buy one of those, but I didn't like the way they sounded. So now I'm just using an extension mic that plugs into my phone. So here's all the little screws. And there's 2 in each one of these. So we'll get these put in. These were pre-drilled, so that tells you which direction to go. If I was putting them in there, I would have had them straight, and I'll show you in a minute here after I get this one in. Because once they're pre-drilled, it kind of dictates where they're going. But see how it's kind of an angle? I would have put them straight, but I guess that lines it up here. So that's the first one. Get this guy. This guy in there. I hope you like my thumbnail. I got the full picture of the of the guy on the front of my uke, as you can see, and he actually has MXPX on his shirt, which was the punk band that these guys came from, or this. He was like, I probably like their mascot dude. I don't know the whole story behind him. So we'll get all those on. And I'll be right back with you. All right, there we go. Got them put in. As you can see, they're all installed. And yeah, so that's the neck. All complete. I like the way the Stevie Ray came out. The other thing came right through there. So yeah. So there we go. So now I'll glue this baby together. And remember, we got to put this piece in. That's where the strings go in. So that's kind of the saddle for it. There's also, I don't know if you can see these. I don't want to drop them. There's also, see those little guys? They go right in here. And so we'll put those in. I'll probably do that after I paint it. So, but yeah, it'll just go together like that. Together like that. Like that. These screws will go in here. And I'm not sure why I've got that one. But anyways, so then it'll be all together. Just like that. So the next time you see it, I'll have this all lacquered. I'm going to spray this with lacquer. I'll have it together and I'll string it up and I'll actually be playing it. So that kind of concludes the big project. I just don't want to leave this on while they spray it. So and then we'll have this piece right here, the heel. This we'll have the heel on there. For some reason those don't line up, but there we go. So that'll be on there like that. Oh, I know. Huh. So yeah, so that'll be the heel. I just can't figure out why that ain't lining up. This should line up here. And that's where they have the hole. So it's looking like I need to put a piece of wood in there. I'll have to look back in the instructions. Maybe I'll put a little piece in there. But that'll go in here. I'm not sure. Well, I guess that'll work. I'll screw it all together. So that'll be next. But maybe I'll put a little piece of wood from here to here. I'll have to figure that out. So yeah, so that'll do it. That'll do it, and it'll end up like this, but ours looks different. It'll be lighter, and this, I stained it. I'm also gonna put a little chrome on those markers. Let me go get the pen. Hang on a minute. So one other thing, I got one of these. It's actually called liquid chrome, and I'm gonna put them on my little markers. I shook it up well, but I'm just gonna hit these little screws. Just to make them pop a little bit. Since when I stained it, some of that stain got in there. And this will, oops, don't get wild. This will make them pop a little bit more with chrome. Oh, I see the markers better. Looks like I'm... There we go. That makes the markers come out a little better. And then I'm going to take that same thing and make my dots here, which they don't have to be too accurate. But that way these will be marked. So I'll do a dot here, a dot here, a dot here, there. So I got my little side markers on there, see them? And then I got the chrome ones. So that's all done. All done. And I think I'll put this thing on. Don't want to screw. I think I'll put this thing on here. We'll get this all hooked up. Ah, shoot. Well, I got something else to fix. I should have drilled a bigger hole in there. The screw head torqued right off. So back to the drawing board on that, but there's always got to be something. something to fix, so we'll figure that out. So, hey, if you enjoy the video, be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. I even got a few shots of Double Peaks Park in San Marcos. I'll throw a few of those on near the end before the kitty photos. And so enjoy. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next.